Bedrock versus Java, common misconceptions. Now, despite me mostly making videos about Bedrock, I think I've only made 2 videos on Java Edition, and one of them's privated because it was just sent to friends. But they're like probably some of my oldest videos. Despite that, I actually like play Java a little bit, so I have some misconceptions on both sides, and you know, this video may help Bedrock win a fighting chance. While I don't believe they are the superior version of Minecraft, I also don't believe it's actually bad, unless you're playing on console, especially Nintendo Switch Edition. You should definitely switch. But let's go over the most common misconceptions with both of them, starting with like the most common, and then we're going to end up with the least common. So we're going to start with the most common misconception on Bedrock, and that's that all Bedrock players have to pay for their skins, have to pay for mods, and you know, the monetization with the Minecraft marketplace. And you know, when you think about it, obviously Java players aren't going to know because one, they're not on Bedrock, so they're not going to know that free mods had existed. Everybody knows the Minecraft marketplace because it's a major feature that's thrown at you right in front of Bedrock, so nobody's really going to know. I mean, I don't expect somebody who really only plays Java and he doesn't know that there are servers in Bedrock Edition. So it's like, it's not that they're stupid for not knowing. It's literally just that they're not playing Bedrock Edition, so they wouldn't know that free mods and free skins have existed long before monetization. I remember back, it wasn't called Pocket Edition, but it was like just becoming Bedrock Edition when like the first couple of like good add-on creators and mod creators for Bedrock Edition showed up. And I remember the Plants vs Zombies mods that came out, and like the cars, guns mods. I remember when the Infinity Gauntlet mod released. I'll put like a link to a lot of creators who still make mods for free for Bedrock Edition. And honestly, it's crazy because I remember when like Bedrock mods, they used to only have to change and replace things that were in the base game. And slowly but surely they've evolved to be the equivalent of some really old Java mods. Notice how I said really old Java mods, because definitely if anyone wanted to make a Java mod that could just never work on Bedrock, they could. But Bedrock can't make a mod that can never work on Java. I mean, Realism Craft, wait, no, not Realism Craft. What's it called? Actually, no, Realism Craft plus actions and stuff, that's still like a texture pack and a bit of a mod. But even that was like already existed in Bedrock. I mean, already existed in Java long before that got added in Bedrock. Like, not exactly the mods themselves, but like the features that they all had were all different community made mods in Java Edition. And now that you think of it, you're probably wondering, well, if there are free mods, why don't we ever see them outside of like the few free ones in the marketplace? And you know, I really don't know. I expected them to still be a thing, but ever since the marketplace hit up, I guess everyone just stopped getting free mods, which is kind of a stupid decision. I think they should really reconsider that. But the free mods used to be on websites like, well, no, they still are on websites like MCPEDL, and I think there's a mobile app that has like add-ons for Minecraft. And if it's not one of those, then the creator probably has like a Mediafire link or a Google Drive or a Discord server with their add-on. It's not impossible to have Bedrock add-ons and Bedrock mods. If you are on console edition, you can forget about getting free skins and free mods. You even have to pay to play online, and if you're playing on Nintendo Switch, you have to pay to play locally on your own network. That's crazy. Now onto our first Java misconception, is that the only good features that Java has is because of community mods and the base game is trash. One, the base game is actually amazing and better than Bedrock. Two, while it is true that there are a lot of the features like Essentials and the custom player models or whatever the custom skin mod is that are on Java Edition, that's not the only thing that makes it better. One, I just kind of confirmed it by saying that Java Edition base was already better, but despite them having like better community mods and support, that's not the only thing. You can see like all the good servers that they play. I don't even know if a lot of people know this, but the server Splatcraft is really fun, and while it's modded, the servers on Java Edition are automatically better. They're not buggy, they're not laggy, they have good moderation. Hypixel has extreme moderation. Go on Lifeboat, you can get away with anything. They'll get away with all types of hacking, but I'll do one water bucket clutch in survival, in Lifeboat survival, and I'll get banned. It's crazy. So yeah, that's just like one misconception with Java, and honestly, I could go all day in explaining features that Java has better than Bedrock, like how you were always able to put banners on shields in Java and only really can just now do it in Bedrock, or the fact that you can put a torch in your offhand or any other block in your offhand actually, and you're only limited to like the totem and the shield in your offhand really when you're playing in Bedrock. Java also gets snapshots and updates earlier. They can access older versions of Minecraft easier via the Minecraft launcher, which now that I think about it, I don't know why Bedrock doesn't have this feature, considering you can get older versions of Minecraft, just not on the launcher. So, you know, I guess that's another L on Bedrock's part. Also, Java Edition gets all the April Fool's updates, and while there was one April Fool's modded update added to the marketplace for free, that was only one time, and we're never seeing that again. For the next Bedrock misconception, which I honestly don't know how people believe this, even on like any version of the game, they say that Bedrock has almost no players or nobody plays Bedrock. And that just feels like, no, that can't be true because it's on most consoles, and most people, if not PC or console, most people are going to have it on their phones or tablets just because little kids. A lot of people play Bedrock. I mean, there's no real explanation, but I'm just going to put numbers on the screen so you can kind of see. I don't need an explanation for this, so we're going to go back to Java. The next Java misconception is going to be that while Bedrock is buggy, Java is laggy. And you see, the fact that anyone said Java is laggy is probably why they're playing Bedrock in the first place. Not even hating, like I'm being genuinely honest. You see, while Bedrock has a larger range of consoles that it supports, Java has a literal higher range. And what I mean is, you see, Bedrock, you could play that on your phone. They got it on 3DS, the Wii U, all the way to the Switch, the PlayStation, Xbox, you get the idea. And Java is primarily PC. Because we're not actually caring about the other consoles since it's on PC, they're able to do more that like requires more of the PC, because they don't have to make a whole bunch of different ports that change how the game works, and then somehow try to create a stable version of the game that can work through all of them. Java Edition is primarily going to be on PCs, so they know that people are going to be playing on higher end PCs. And it's not exactly required to have a higher end PC. The base game will work just fine, but if you're doing something like immersive portals, or playing with some insane shaders, you're probably going to need a higher end PC than what you currently have. And Pro Java Launcher does not count as a version of Minecraft on mobile. It's not an officially supported one. Honestly, the best way I could explain this is, have you ever played Sonic Colors? Well, there was like two of them. There was actual Sonic Colors, I think it was like on the Wii or Wii U. I'm pretty sure it was on the Wii. And then they had Sonic Colors DS. Java is essentially actually the legitimate Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors DS is Bedrock because of like it had to be downgraded to support all the systems. Like, don't get me wrong, I believe that Bedrock could actually be good if they ditched mobile support. Honestly, if they ditched mobile support, they'd be able to do a lot more on its own. And then if they ditched console support, they might as well like get rid of Bedrock Edition and just integrate it with Java after that. Now that I got some of the misconceptions out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and talk about some things I hate about both versions of Minecraft. And one, I don't get why they couldn't make both Minecrafts the same. Obviously they can't be the exact same because of everything they support, but like the downright base features, like even some features like putting things in your offhand, you're telling me that couldn't be arranged? They're already changing up the controls for Bedrock Edition, so it is likely going to have more controls that can like do things that Java can. And I know they're trying to work with more parity with Java because they're bringing back like the super flat worlds. They're actually bringing back shaders, which I don't even know why they had to remove. First of all, that's another thing I dislike, that you see all versions of Minecraft had shaders, and then I guess they just randomly decided that for Bedrock they needed to change the renderer, whatever they use for like their shaders already, and that basically made almost all Bedrock devices unsupported for shaders. But don't worry, because they brought it back where you needed to have RTX Intel graphics card or the GeForce Now cards, which one, Java is already better because you don't have to have any like crazy RTX things on your computer. Like, sure, it will lag, but you can get like some old potato computer and still be able to play Java with shaders on it. It may lag and crash, but it still works. They wouldn't even give you that opportunity on Bedrock Edition. And then for the longest period of time, shaders could only be accessible via the Minecraft marketplace, which is just the scummiest and trashiest thing I ever heard. And then after that, they're coming back with what is it called? I don't even know what it's called. Better RT? No, not Better RTX. That's an actual RTX. But recently in the Minecraft Live, they announced that they're doing their own Vibrant Visuals is what it's called. They're announcing Vibrant Visuals, and sure enough, it's basically the same RTX that you could only get if you had like one of those RTX graphics cards or anything like that. I'm sure some devices like mobile devices can use it, but the point being is that Bedrock Edition is treated poorly, and the sad thing is, unlike Java Edition, it doesn't really have a community that can produce community content that can make up for it. Not that it will matter, since majority players are going to be on console anyways and wouldn't have access to it. Another thing I dislike about both versions of the game is that they require you to sign in and be connected to the internet to even play them. And the sad thing is that they both have offline modes, so I don't know why that's an issue. And then thinking about it, if you have any marketplace purchases and you decide to play the game offline, good luck actually using that content, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna lock it. I'm pretty sure it locks. As somebody who actually bought the Sonic map, God forbid I log on to Minecraft and I don't have internet enabled or my power's out, because I can't play anything you can't play anything you purchase. God forbid you actually try to use one of the skins you own and you're not connected to internet. And then Java Edition requires you to be connected to online, but that's not even Java Edition, that's the Minecraft launcher. If Java Edition could if there was a way for me to open up Java Edition on its own without the Minecraft launcher, I'm pretty sure it would be fine. But yeah, I hate the fact that we have to be connected to internet to access things. We have to be signed in. Like, I remember back in Pocket Edition days when Lifeboat was actually good, and you could just play on servers. Like, you could play online without the need of an account. And I'm pretty sure, like, if you play Java Edition, Mojang accounts existed, not Microsoft. But I'm pretty sure they deleted all the Mojang accounts and you were forced to cross over. So if you didn't, and you haven't realized that your account's gone. But that's so long ago, so I doubt you even care. Just some other things I hate about Minecraft in general. I also dislike the Minecraft movie, but I didn't hate it. I hated the trailers. I will say I hated the first couple trailers for it, and it just looked bad. The movie was for kids, so I'm gonna leave it at that. It's definitely a kids movie, and you know, I don't know what I expected, honestly. The final thing I hate is Bedrock's VR edition, which it does exist, but it's getting discontinued. And while I do hate that it's discontinued, they definitely didn't care about this to begin with, because they don't tell you how it works. Imagine putting on a headset, connecting it to like your PC, or even playing it natively, right? And you get in Minecraft VR, expecting to actually be in Minecraft, and instead you're in a VR room with a screen in there holding a controller. As if that wouldn't be how you normally played Minecraft anyway. That was so boring. Apparently there is a button you can press to go into Minecraft, and you know, I'm learning about it now, but it's too late because it's getting discontinued, and I may never see what it's like to truly play Bedrock in VR.